the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cyclones will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. So the Boise State Broncos offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, where they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Cyclones offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that week.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. It's blocked, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Broncos!
Now, what a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Don't forget, he had that first punt blocked. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Man, it would be hard not to continue to feed this guy the rock. He just makes big plays. Last week you saw it, over 100 yards, making big plays already in this football game. He is a big play waiting to happen.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Stokes. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here we go. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Running through contact. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Hold it.
Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Holds and fires complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. A great catch catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
The Broncos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And off to Jones. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Broncos are on the move. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws for the tight end. He's got him wide open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Wyoming. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Jones. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to let it go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have...
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'm trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Not a lot of space to be. So by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Stokes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Make sure that there's not going to be a return. And this one ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They've been running him to down the pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Jones. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Broncos have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
14.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The play action fake. Pocket breaking down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still running at the 40. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Broncos. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stokes. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go right back to the run. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play get decided. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.